her own vocals as backups and harmonies.
What? I'll look them up.
Okay.
It says Patti Page created them, and she was also known as the Singing Rage.
Wait, so if Patti Page created overdubs, then that means she influenced Taylor Swift, Beyonce. Wow, she did a lot.
She even has a book online.
Oh, let me see.
Hold on, it's my mom.
Wow. Patti Page was born November 8th, 1927 in Claremore, Oklahoma. Where's Claremore? Oh, Claremore is a small town near Tulsa. Her real name is Claire Ann Fowler.
I have 10 brothers and sisters. My mother, Margaret, and my older sisters used to pick cotton, while my father, B.A. Fowler, worked on the MKT Railroad. My family used to call me Katie. Well, they would either call me that or Claire Ann. Not Clara Ann, but together as Claire Ann. We had to share a bed between the 5 of us girls for the first few years. I had a hard life, and we didn't even have a toilet, sink, or bathtub for the first few years. We'd use the outhouse and pages from the Sears catalogs as toilet paper. I had a hard life. My escape from it all was singing. There was singing everywhere. At church, at school, at home. It was kind of like my hobby that I got to share with all my sisters. I still remember the first time I was on the local radio station. KTUL.
Hello. I'm really excited to be here. I'm happy that my sisters and I had this opportunity. Well, we started singing in church. We couldn't really ignore it. I remember this one time when I was at school and there was a talent show that was scheduled, but it got delayed. So this one teacher of mine knew I could sing, stood up and told everyone. I was really unprepared. I mean, anyone would be if they were suddenly called upon to sing in front of everybody. So whenever I walked onto the stage, the pianist told me to just sing and he'll follow. So I sang and he followed. We did great. Everyone clapped. What is my aspiration in life? Oh, I'm not sure. I just hope I'm able to be doing what I love.
All my life, I pictured myself to be a painter. I almost went to school at Tulsa University, where I was offered a scholarship for it. But when my singing career took off, I knew that was the career for me. That is why I had to make the difficult decision of moving to Chicago. My journey to Chicago was very difficult. I knew I had to leave Oklahoma because of some personal issues. So I sent my song to Jack Rail, who later became my manager, and in response, he sent me a ticket to Chicago. In Chicago, I released my first 5 singles in 1947. My recent singles weren't selling as well as we'd hoped. That is when I came out with Tennessee Waltz. At that time, Tennessee Waltz was a bit risky because it was country, and country was looked down upon. But then, everything changed. Tennessee Waltz hit #1 on the pop, country, and R&B charts.
I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee Waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced her to my loved one, and while they were playing the beautiful Tennessee Waltz. Tennessee Waltz is my overall #1 hit, but I also have 24 songs that hit in the top 10 and 4 songs that got to #1. Tennessee Waltz is big because it's country and many people look down upon country, so having country be my comeback is amazing. Yes, I am the first person to use overdubs. It's where you use your own voice as backups and harmonies. I can't read music, so they would have to write a whole new song just for me. I had to learn about 5 songs for just one song, and then we record them all separately. And in the end, we would put them all together to create the finished song. How much is that doggy in the window? Is so much more than a fun upbeat song. It was the first song to have more of the young people purchase the music than the older. After World War II, How Much Is That Doggy in the Window led to the rock and roll era because young people could finally buy music for themselves. It's also about animal rights. I love animals so much, so this was the perfect way to show what I stand for as a person. I also adopted my dog, named Window, from a local shelter. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. I must take a trip to California and leave my poor sweetheart alone.
If he has a dog, he won't be lonesome, and the doggy will have a good home. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. How Much Is That Doggy in the Window sold about 2 million plus records, and Tennessee Waltz sold about 10 million plus records. Altogether, I sold about 100 million plus records. I performed for royalty in 5 U.S. presidents. All my music is based on Oklahoma and the connection I have to it. But I would have to say that the song I feel the most connected to is Old Cape Cod, the original version. If it weren't for Oklahoma, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Wow, Patti Page did a lot. She changed the path of music. Oh my gosh. Look, Patti Page died January 1st, 2013 in Encinitas, California. Miss Page won the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2013. Wow, the Grammy Award for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album in 1999. And the Grammy Hall of Fame Award in 1998. All of her achievements have made her one of the biggest female recording artists in history. Oh, she showed her leadership and legacy in a number of ways. She showed her leadership by innovating the music industry.
She created new methods of recording her music by being the first person to use her own vocals as backups and harmonies. She also sang with African-American gospel artists in a segregated time period.
Wow.
And Page changed the way people produce music with her overdubs, having the most sold sheet music of her songs, and having her songs on all 3 of the television networks and on the radio.
3?
She showed how important it was to be from Oklahoma with the types of music she performed. Page's legacy is shown to all the people and generations affected by her life's achievements.
Wow, Patti Page did so much. I mean, she changed the path of music.
I know, without her, we wouldn't have the great music we have today.